Welcome to We Talk Spanglish with your host, Manetta. You guys, this is different. We're in the car. I have Ollie with me and I'm waiting for Ava. I have not had time to film. So since I'm waiting for Ava while she does her volunteering at the hospice center, I was like, let me see if I can record in my car. Oye, pero qué vuelta con recording in the car. I have Oliver Bean with me today and this is cool. This is a change of scenery. You should see how he's looking at me right now. He has on a little Hawaiian shirt. Come here, Ollie. Come here. Let's show them what you're wearing today. You look so handsome today. I was supposed to film this episode with Faithlin and she left me half-assed. She decided it was her day off. She's working full-time now and doing nails. So I feel really bad bothering her about stupid shit like this. However, I did tell her I was going to rub it in her face and that I was going to bring it up on the podcast because, like, why the fuck not? And yeah, so this is how she left me. We're going to take off the chrome. The chrome did not do amazing as I wanted it to do. So it's like chipping. That happens with all the chromes, even like the most expensive top of the line chromes. So we're gonna do something else. We're gonna do another design when she gets out of work today. We're gonna try to figure that out. I've been getting so many different requests from you guys for different types of episodes, like episodes that you guys want. I got a really big request for you guys talking about how me and Herbie have made it 23 years without getting married or without, you know, the white wedding and all of those things and how we made it happen. And so I am going to film that episode, but I'm going to film it with Herbie because I feel like it's only fair that he has a say in the things that I'm saying about his life too. Like, who the fuck do I think that I am? But that will be fun. So we'll have him back on the show. The last time I had him back for an episode was 420 last year, which was our anniversary. And so part of the fact and the reason why I found out that my hard drive was not working is because when I went to plug it in, I went to check my episodes on the Apple podcast. And when I go to check it, the 420 episode has been deleted. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why? Why would it be deleted? Who the fuck deleted it? I don't know what happened. I don't know who deleted it. So I'm like, no worries. I'm going to re-upload it because I have it on my backup drive. Girl, what fucking backup drive? Thankfully, the one that has all of my coochie pics from giving birth, OnlyFans, those are safe on another hard drive because before that I had Windows and now I have everything Apple. So oddly enough, round of a fucking applause. Even in 2006, bitches, we need to have two different hard drives. One for Windows and one for Apple. Like, what the actual fuck do you mean? We can't split these bitches to have two compartments to be compatible? Like, what year are we really in? Who they fucking trying to play? Me, because I had to buy another one. And I got the SanDisk one. If I show you guys this thing, it is wild. It came in the mail and I was like, well, from Amazon. And I was like, what the fuck is this? This can't be the disc. It says delivered. Niña, when I open it, it's like this little, it looks like a credit card. 1 terabyte. Ava goes to me, Mom, can you imagine someone's walking around with child porn in their pocket? It's that size. She's not lying. The things that we don't know, the more you know. But a little food for thought. I'm like, why are you even fucking thinking about that? She's like, Mom, because people put nasty things on hard drives. She's not fucking wrong. That little beeping that you hear, that's Ollie. He's stimming right now. He has like anxiety. So he, weaky. I don't know if you guys can hear it. By the way, we're in my car. You can't see the sunroof, but I will show you guys in a little bit the car before I finish the episode. This is going to be a short one, bitches, because I've had a lot of shit going on and I was dying. I didn't even realize it. It caught up with a bitch because I've always been anemic here and there, especially pregnant. Oh, girl, when I'm pregnant, I am the worst. Like, anemia is like there forever. And, I've gotten used to how I feel and, when my body needs a little iron, but I don't have health insurance right now. And I do need to get a policy, but everything está tan caro que I'm like, oh, to pay for health insurance is like, oh, you know, you need a little second job there. But they always catch me right before. They're like, hey, bitch, your iron is on the floor. You need D3, you need folic acid, or you're gonna die. And I'm like, oh, okay, you know, I take the pills. It's 1 pill a week. Some strong ass shit. However, I haven't done any blood work to even go in and see. When I go like this and I check my eyelid, I'm like, ay, Dios santísimo de la caridad de cobre. Estoy muerta. No, it's okay. We just need to get some vitamins. And I take Mary Ruth's every day. So has my hair, skin, and nails looking fabulous. However, when it comes to iron, you are not taking the cake. I was gonna order the iron from there, and one of my children of the corner was like, wait, hold on a second. My iron was on the floor, and Mary Ruth, as much as I love her, did absolutely fucking nothing for me. I was like, stop lying. Mouth open, literally. But then she was like, order this. I did the blood work, and it really, really helped my hemoglobin. Look at Ali. Ali, let's show him your little Hawaiian shirt. Oh, papito. Look at this. Look at this little Adam Sandler shirt. Ay, pero que cosa más linda. Oli Poli. He's very anxious and very needy. And he really, really, really cries a lot when Faithlin leaves. Anyways, back to the anemia. So I think I caught it in time where I'm not obviously I'm not dead. Oh, want to go back? Obviously, I'm not dead, but a bitch was dying. I had the worst body aches. I've always had like the cold in the extremities, and my mom's like, maybe you're getting menopausia, but instead of getting hot, you can also get cold. No, I just have like no blood flow. Like my hemoglobin is like on the floor. So we're working on that. I do feel better. A bitch did her makeup and got ready and said, you know what? No matter fucking what, I'm gonna film my podcast today. I'm so surprised at how many messages I've gotten that people are like, hey, you know, I just listened to your podcast. I really liked it. You don't understand how good that makes me feel. So much work goes into this podcast. And it's me, myself, and I. Sometimes Ava, she will help me. But it's usually me alone. And it's just a lot. Plus make real estate videos. Plus get brand deals. Plus get all those things by yourself, because obviously I'm like the manager. I'm everything. It's a lot. It's a lot of work. So when you're feeling like dying, like I was, like taking a shower was a fucking task. I took a shower and I looked at Herbie, and he was home, thankfully. And I was like, babe, I am so fucking exhausted and my body hurts so fucking bad, like especially my back and my hands. Oh my God, the pain. And I told him, I said, I'm gonna sit down and put on crema. But naked. He's like, okay, honey, whatever you want. So I sat down, my fat ass, and I put my cream on because it's obviously a step that I need to put into. It's a part of my routine, you know? The fuck? Echate crema en el culo. ¿Y pa' qué fue eso? I was like, literally like a corpse dying while I was putting on cream. But I did that, and that was a task. So I'm feeling much better. It hasn't been enough days for obviously my blood, like my hemoglobin, to go back to normal, but it's obviously enough that I'm actually feeling better and I don't have body aches, and I can push myself through things that take a lot out of me, like going up the stairs. I fucking hate that shit. Also, I have a bad knee from an accident that I had, a car accident, and it just puts strain on my knees sometimes. So depending on the weather, you know, we all know how that feels. But girl, they're like, oh, when you turn 30, your body starts hurting. No, when you turn there's a fucking spider in my car. Please hold. Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, I just killed it. It was in my car. Okay. Yeah, the perks of not being in a studio setting. Alrighty, we had a little friend come and visit us. I'm so sorry I had to kill you, honey. You're killing my vibe. Any hoots. So I'm glad that I'm feeling better. I'm glad that I'm feeling better and I can actually do things and not feel like death or that my body's hurting. So if you are feeling these symptoms and you do have insurance, go to the doctor and get checked out, obviously. I know my body and I know exactly what's wrong with me, especially when I looked at my eyelids. I was like, oh, goddamn. But yes. You should definitely take care of those things. It could be menopause. It could be something else. You never know whatever stage your bodies are going through when you are maturing or you're just going through life. You go through different stages, especially as women. Okay, look at this dog. He's falling asleep. Again, he's falling asleep. Okay, Holly, come lay on me. He's a little baby and he's a brat and he gets very, look at him. Yeah, he looks at me with these eyes of love. He's just staring. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. We are not filming a podcast right now. No, absolutely not. Ollie, Anyways, so while I sit here and I wait and talk with you guys, because my car just turned off. Everything is just, nothing's going to stop me. Turn on! Give a fuck if you're unequal. What are you looking at? Why are you looking at me like that? Anyways, while we sit here and we wait for Ava to do her priestly duties, because that's what she's doing. She is doing priestly duties. I am so proud of her. She wants to be a doctor and I want to support her in every single thing that I possibly can to make that dream come true, because she's so smart. All my kids are so smart. I'm really blessed with that. And they do well in school, and that's another reason why I decided I was gonna take them out of school and put them in homeschool too, because girl, shit is wild in school. And I feel like my kids were not only calling me every single day just to go and pick them up early because they have substitutes every day. I don't remember having a substitute as much as these kids had a substitute. Like, these kids have substitutes every day for a different subject. So, and I know there's a lack for teachers and the education system is just literally going to shit. And that literally it terrifies me to my core, because reading books and being educated and not, this dog is nodding out. Look at him. Knowledge is power. And, having some kind of cultural background and cultural education and all of those things are so critical to the brain as these kids are growing up. It really shapes them to be who they are. And I found myself just, especially after the whole Charlie Kirk thing, kids were saying weird things and kids were saying things that were almost predatory towards other students. Like if one kid offended another kid, if one kid was for Charlie Kirk, one kid was not for Charlie Kirk, it was like a thing. And it was becoming aggressive and disgusting. And I didn't like that. I didn't want my kids in that kind of environment. So I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm home most of the time and I can make my own schedule. They're older now. And right after that happened is when I actually pulled the trigger. I was like, fuck that. I'm not gonna lose my kid to a school shooting, to a school shooter. I don't want to do that. I prefer to have removed them from that situation and have them in the future than to gamble on some fucking person losing their mind and going into a school and shooting it up. Kids were making threats that they were bringing weapons to school and just fucking disturbing. And it was basically just these substitutes babysitting these kids. They weren't learning anything if it wasn't off a computer. So it's basically all online. They don't even teach them to write cursive anymore. How are these kids going to read all these old documents like the Declaration of Independence, for example? They're not, because they can't fucking read it. I did teach my kids over COVID how to write cursive. So I was like, fuck these hoes. They ain't gonna get left behind. Fuck that shit. So that was a part of me making that decision. And so, I still want her to be a doctor. And I still want Gavin to pursue whatever dreams he wants to do in education and college and all of those things. So to keep them within these environments of mingling with people and doing things, I think it's important that they, even though it's not required, that they volunteer or that they find things that they can, like help feed the homeless and things like that, that give back to the community, that I did growing up. That was a requirement when I was in school. However, it's not now. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the fact that things have changed. We do evolve. Things happen. But we have lost a lot of the core part of the education system. And that's where I have an issue, where my kids are not learning the things that they should be learning. And that was where I made the decision. And that's why I, make sure that I do these things. She does her volunteering, and she really enjoys it. And, it's a tough, she picked a tough category because she really wanted to volunteer at a hospital. So the only availability, and even for her age, she's 15 years old, they accepted her. She did a background check, the processing of the fingerprinting. She did everything. She did the training. She did all of that. And she does it out of her heart. And she told me that she walked into one of the rooms and, it was an older guy and he was just sleeping, but he was there alone, and that they put signs for them that they're not alone, and that even though their family's not there, they're their family. And, if they need anything, to let them know. And they're very loving and caring and very cariñoso. So she went in there and she sat with him. They can play the music and stuff, and he was sleeping. So she just sat there with him and just gave a little bit of like another body in the room with him. And she's so brave, and I'm so proud of her. And I'm not gonna cry because we don't fucking do that here, you stupid bitches. Oh my God. Anyways, but I am a proud mom, and I feel like, don't ever let go of your mother instinct, no matter what. No matter if, people are telling you no. No matter if your religion tells you no. As a mom, I feel like our job is so superior to everything else. And like, that's our main job on this earth. My biggest job on this earth has been to be a mom. And thankfully, for me, I love being a mom. So it's not something that I struggle doing, or that I find boring, or that, like, I want to be around my kids. I want to do things with my kids. I want to go places with my kids. I want to travel with my kids. Yeah, me and Herbie like to do things alone. Don't get me wrong, but we love being around our kids. We want to have a big family. We want grandkids. We want all those things, and I mean, look at this guy. I can't even show him to you because I don't want to wake him up, but look at this guy. How enchuchado. But at the end of the day, it's all about you get what you give. That is like one of the mottos that I live by. You get what you fucking give in this world. And if you're loving and you're caring and you care about humanity and you care about the earth and you care about all the things that are really important, you're going to have a good life. The simple things. Everything is not about money. And people get misconstrued with that, especially in Miami, now that everything's changed and that's like a content creator hub, like rave hub, like, a tiki-tiki hub. And I love that because Miami's always had its own tiki-tiki. It's just gotten really crazy after COVID. And things really did change to the point where it was unsustainable for me in my pace of life. It just got really crazy. And, I think that Miami has lost a little bit of that over the years. It hurts me to even say that. It makes me feel like I'm a traitor. Like I'm not being true to, my native city. Because I rep 305 to the day that I die. But it isn't the same. It's not the same 305. And I think that that's what we all miss. The nostalgia of it, the nostalgia of the fact that we miss a place that no longer exist. It doesn't exist anymore. And that's hard. But it's part of growing up. And that's why they call them growing pains, because it is painful to grow up. It's weird. Like I think about losing my grandma and I don't know if I'm in shock. I don't know. or if it's that I would go down to Miami and see her, maybe because I haven't gone back and that isn't on my agenda to go and visit her, it's different. So I kind of feel like it was all fake. Like it wasn't like that didn't happen in a weird way. I don't know how to explain it. And then I also feel like it's very different because mentally she wasn't there and it was hard for her to be around everybody at the same time and remember everyone. We're such a big family. And I'm really glad that I got to see her on her birthday and take all those pictures. Like something just in me was like, girl, I saw that video, like the drag path video, because I did see that idea that this girl does that on TikTok. And she used the drag path song for her video. And I was sobbing. It was so beautiful. She basically did that for her grandmother and then it turned into like her career. She goes to old folk homes and she takes these beautiful portrait pictures of the elderly and especially like, the women and stuff. And it's such a beautiful thing that she did. And I thought, I need to do this for my grandmother. Remember, I was a makeup artist. So that comes easy to me, putting that together, that scene in my mind, the creative side of me. And I just thought, tulle, a crown, these certain things. I wanted to get pictures of her hands and certain things that I never want to forget about her. And I don't know why. Hands have always been something so special to me. But like, I am very attracted to hands. I feel like a person's hands can make them like sexy or beautiful or it gives that person the character in my eyes. And, that's something that I look at. Like my abuelita Panchita, which was my grandma's mom, my great grandma, she used to rock me in a rocking chair and she was very old and her skin of her hands was like wrinkly. And I used to masale. I used to go like that to it and rub it. And it was like so comforting to me. And she would sing to me and she was the absolute best, abuelita Panchita. And she was so loving and caring. She loved every kid. She had lots of grandkids. And, I want to remember that. I want to remember those things. I wish I had pictures of Panchita's hands. I do have a picture where like you can see them and they're just like in the background of the picture. But like a picture like I took of my grandmother's hands to me is very special. I'm very glad that I did that and that I got to do that. And she was so like there. Her brain was there that day. Her memory was there. She was talking after that photo shoot, we had a whole birthday party for her at the place. And she was just grooved. She was having the best time of her life. When we walked into the salon where the lunch area is and all the other viejitos are in there, she came out with her crown and her thing. We were coming inside from taking the pictures and they were all waving at her and clapping and she was so enamored. And she was like a pageant queen waving her little hand. I absolutely love and adore that I was able to share those moments with her. I was there. So, and I did get a lot of that on camera. So a part of me being really upset, not only about losing my work from my fucking hard drive, I had taken a lot of pictures from there, but thankfully I did not delete them from my memory card. So, good news. I have the pictures. I have the videos. Some of the videos and pictures I didn't share like with the rest of the group chat from the family that were like intimate to me, little moments that I had with her that I filmed and stuff. And I think that's cute that I have those memories. And of course I'll share them with them. If they want those extra pictures, I just, sent all the stuff in the group chat that I had edited. And, I found some videos of my tío because her brother came to see her for her birthday and he passed away 3 days later, which is absolutely insane. So the month of March was madness. The month of April dragged into the madness. I completed 10 years de Santo, which was such a beautiful completion to me, such a beautiful symbolic thing to me. And it was just weird because I was going through like Gavin's birthday, such beautiful things, but at the same time, such sad things and changes in life. And, I thought maybe I'm like struggling and I'm going through like depression. I'm starting to get depressed. That's how I felt. Long behold, it was anemia. And I dusted myself off, got some vitamins, took them, and that was exactly what was wrong with me. So I'm glad that I'm feeling better. And I definitely have so many episodes that you guys are requesting that I'm going to film, I promise. And cooking things. You guys want me to cook on these things. And I don't know how you cook on a podcast because technically you're supposed to listen to a podcast. A lot of you guys listen on Spotify and a lot of you guys listen on the Apple, but so many of you watch it on YouTube that I don't know what to do sometimes. I'm like, I'm pulled in different directions, but I'm definitely going to figure it out. You know what I always do? I'm fucking filming in my car. And yeah, it's life. We gotta push ourselves to do these things. If you're not uncomfortable, then you're doing something wrong. Menesta. So I got uncomfortable. And here I am, filming in the car of a parking lot with this dog sleeping on me. And I want to grab the camera and show you guys, but then to reposition it is going to be a pain in the dick. So, like I said, this is a one-man show. Cut me some fucking slack, okay? Well, I don't know how many minutes this episode is going to be, and I'm not exactly sure where we are, but I think this concludes this episode. I definitely want to talk about Amanda and West and Kyle. If you're a Summer House lover, we're going to talk a whole episode about that, because when I say shit is getting even fucking weirder, oh yeah, shit is getting fucking weird. And I definitely want to talk about the Testament. I feel like I'm going back into Gilead. I have fucking PTSD. Whoever, raise your hand if you feel victimized by the Handmaid's Tale. This is me raising my hand, but I want to be in frame. So yes, the last season sucked a fat dick. Yeah, I'll say that shit again. The last season sucked a fat one. Say it louder for the people in the back. Because, girl, what the fuck you mean I waited 3 years to see this shit? And now you're throwing me a spinoff with these fucking little girls and these viejucos trying to touch that? Oh, God, please. I don't think I could do it. So, we'll talk about those things. I'm going to do an episode with Herbie. And my next episode is probably going to be with Faithlin. And we're going to be chopping up all this shit. Also, The Boys. This is the last season of The fucking Boys. If you are not watching The Boys, what the fuck are you doing? That is the best show on TV right now. It is everything and anything. It's funny. It's got propaganda. It's got facts. It's got every single thing that you can think of. Watch it with your spouse. It's got action. It's got superheroes. I'm a Marvels girl. And actually, I'm a DC girl too. I like comics. Like Spider-Man. I like all those motherfuckers. So this aligns with me. But it's not only that. Like, it's so good. There's so many people in this show that you guys are going to love it. So we'll catch up next week. I love you guys so much. I'm going to go pick up my kid because I'm sure she's done. And I'm actually going to grab the camera now and show you guys my setup real quick because you guys are nosy. Fucking nosy. Look at this guy. Oh, wait. Hold on. All right. My cord was stuck. I'm sorry. Look at this guy. Look at Ollie Polly. Oh, look at those little feet. He's so cute. So this is my setup. I'm in my car, legit in my car. Ollie's little bed. And I have you guys propped up right there. And that's what we're doing. This is how we're doing it. I love you guys so much. And I'll see you bitches next week. Oh, also, I'm recording with Ellie again. She'll be back. I love you. Mwah.